guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I am here to make a bit of artwork for my craft room. If you saw my recent video, I showed the picture that I had made recently, you know, for in here, and I thought we could just come along and make some more together basically. So what I have got here, this is a box frame. It's from IKEA. Now this was in my son's bedroom, and where he's, you know, moved now up to the loft, he now doesn't require these pictures anymore. So of course I didn't want to waste them or, you know, waste the frames or anything. So I thought, let's make some artwork for our craft rooms. So just going to take out, you know, what's actually in here now. I've got 2 of these left. So he had 3 and yeah, I've used 1 already. So I've got 2 left. So I'm just going to take this out and pop that down beside me. Now, what I did with the one that I have already made is I actually didn't put the glass back in. So, you know, what we're going to end up with is basically the artwork here with no glass. So, yeah, I'm going to do that again with this one. Now, I've brought along a couple of bits that I thought would be rather nice for it. So, let's move this all out of the way. Oops. I remember to keep this on here. Right, just put that to one side. So I've got this, which is one of those Edwardian catalogue pages, which I thought was really rather nice to use as a background. And then I've got this gorgeous flower fairy image, which I just absolutely love, love, love. And then if you saw my recent craft room video, I did talk about trying to use up some of my letter, you know, yeah, my letters that I've basically had for years and years, and you know, they're from my scrapbooking days, and to be honest, you know, I really don't need this vast quantity of letters, if any, in fact, these days. So I thought, let's come along and use some of those. So I'm going to try and combine these little bits here to make something really just super pretty to put on the wall. So I'm going to start with obviously this, which is the back page, you know, which was obviously inside the box frame. And I think what I'm going to do is just glue this on to here. Now, as you can see, it's not quite, you know, big enough, but I don't think that's going to matter, because I think once it's actually, you know, glued in, or not glued in, but, you know, put in the frame, I don't think those sides are going to really kind of show too much anyway. So yeah, hopefully we're going to be okay doing this. Oh, why is my glue not working now? I thought that this was not going to be an issue now that I had moved rims, because I was convinced it was a temperature thing. And I thought, oh, I don't think I'm going to have that problem anymore. But no, I still am, obviously. So, yeah, right, let's put this down. So, just put it all through, like the middle as well. Now, I'm not trying to make, obviously, my pieces of artwork the same. They're all going to be slightly different. Well, not slightly different, but, you know, completely different. And that's fine. You know, obviously you could make kind of 3 similar pieces or coordinating pieces, but yeah, I just want to kind of have some eclectic mix of things going on. So let's just get rid of the glue there. So just spreading the glue out first of all with the glue spreader, like that. Okay. Okie dokie. So just going to trim this down now to the size of obviously the, you know, the back piece that I've glued it onto. So just cut it down here like that. Okay. Just pop a little dab of glue in the corner like that. Okay. So, I mean, obviously not really much to kind of look at the moment, but hopefully we're going to improve. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to nip off and get a wipe and some paints and things like that. So, got all the things I think that I'm going to want or need. Right, now, thinking like, let's go in around the edges. I've got an eclectic mix of things here. Because obviously my flower fairy image is reds. So I'm thinking kind of maybe, yeah, maybe make her, or, you know, go in with the reds as a theme. So I'm just going to fussy tear around her. So going to go in pretty close to her as I can. But yeah, I just couldn't really be bothered to fussy cut her, if I'm truthful. So I'm just being like really lazy. So yeah, let's just go around like that. Okay. Yeah, I might come unstuck here and wish that I had, you know, actually fussy cut her instead, but let's just see how it goes. Okay. Right, like that, and let's just tear her down a bit here on the edge. Ooh. Right, just trying to get rid of as much white as I can, so that we've got some of that pretty book page, you know, showing through behind her. So that will probably do. She has got quite a white bit here, but yeah, I don't know whether I will bother tearing that down, to be honest. Now, obviously, because she's got the square from the page, it would make sense to kind of have her in this corner. That being said, which urn do I like the best? Oh, it probably doesn't really matter. Well, I could, I guess, tear that flower off. So let's just see how that would look. Yeah, I mean, I could always kind of even tuck this in somewhere. Maybe there, or... oh, I don't know. Could maybe even have it hanging at the top, maybe like that or something like that. So let's just quickly tear that down. Okay. Yeah, maybe like that. It's quite nice, isn't it? I mean, I do really like this urn as well. I mean, it's got to be said. I've picked a page where, unfortunately, I quite like lots of it. But, yeah, let's just go for that, I think. So, do I want to ink her up? Yeah, I think let's ink her. So, just going to go in with a bit of inking around the edges. You know, I mean, obviously she's still filled in there, but she's just not going to be glaring white. So, yeah, probably is worth inking her. And then I think what I'm going to do is just glue her down onto that background and dab some paint around the whole thing. So the paint will go over this picture. I mean, not completely, i.e. not covering it up. Well, hopefully not covering it up. I mean, who knows? Maybe it will. Yeah, but so we've kind of, yeah, gone round as much as we can and it becomes then a seamless piece is the plan. The other thing that I've got here actually is I've got this window and I just thought perhaps the window would be pretty somewhere. So let's just see if we were to have her more, think about there, about the window. Oh, I thought perhaps the window would look okay upside down and not be so obviously upside down, but no, it doesn't really work, does it? Thing is, I really like the shape of these urns. It's the ones at the top I'm not so keen on, and yeah, I'm not sure that the window is, you know, quite so good up the top. But having said that, I've got this bit of book page that not really working, is it? Yeah. Well, let's glue the fairy down, shall we? Although, is that going to then... oh, let's have a look. Oh dear. Maybe here. Yeah, maybe have the window there. That doesn't look too bad, does it? So let's just glue the window in. Oh, you know what? I should have done the window opening, shouldn't I? Just didn't even occur to me to do that. So, yeah, a bit cross with myself now because, yeah, just didn't even give that a thought. But would have looked quite cool if it was opening. Never mind. Right. Let's get this fairy glued down. And actually, I've just thought the other thing that I did was with the other one, I coloured all the, coloured all the letters with black paint. So I think we'll do that with the letters. I'm not sure whether we definitely want them black, but yeah, we definitely probably do want them coloured in some colour. So let's stick her down. Okay, hold on. Right, I'm just going to get some black paint and then we can at least, you know, judge. Right, so I just then realised that I didn't have the black paint to do the letters. So I've just nipped off and got that. So I've got a variety of A's here. So because I didn't have all the letters in all the colours, if you see what I mean. So I just want to see which A I like best. So I think probably that one. Yeah, I think that one. So, right, okay. So I'm going to just literally do these all in black. Now, I might just leave these two for the minute because they're pink glitter and they may look okay. You know, they might not, but they might look okay. So let's just do these with a bit of black. Oops. Now, I just find this easiest to just go straight over them with my finger. So, yeah, just being super messy, but that's fine. Okay, like that. Oh dear. Right, that's that one. Okay, and the A. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to mix your letters up. You know, if you haven't got all of the same letter. I remember doing this in scrapbook layouts and things, mixing letters, you know, because it's annoying. You know, there are letters obviously that you use a lot more often than others. And of course, when you buy an alpha set, you know, you might be lucky enough for it to have a couple of the popular letters, you know, like, I don't know, S and E and things like that. But I mean, on the whole, even if you get a couple of those, you know, that's not going to necessarily be enough. Once you've used them once or twice, and then you're going to just be stuck with all these other weird letters. So sometimes it's, you know, the only way to actually be able to use them up is by actually mixing and matching different you know, letter styles, because otherwise, you know, you're just going to waste them and no one wants to do that, do they? So yeah, okie dokie. Oops. Okay. And then the C. Whoops. Hoping I've got some wipes somewhere around here to actually wipe my fingers in a moment, because I'm pretty messy with the black paint now. Okay. Right. Let me now get a wipe in and just clean my fingers. I mean, not so much because I'm fussed that they've got black paint on, but more because I'm going to try and dab some white or some pink around the layout in a minute. And then, of course, I'm going to be, you know, in danger of smudging black all around it. So, yeah, it's more from that point of view, really. Because I do things like that all the time and then it's really annoying, you know, just for that 5-minute thing of just having a bit of a clean up will prevent, you know, painting on the wrong colour. So let's just clean this up. Okay, right. Okay. Righty-ho. Now probably should actually dry these off, to be honest, before I dab them anywhere near my layout. But I'm just going to stand them to one side because, like I say, I'd quite like to do some colour around the edge of the layout anyway. So just going to put this flower over here in the corner. Sorry, just rummaging around in my bin that the glue has dropped into. So I'll just pop this one down here. I mean, I don't even know how much of that flower will really be visible, if I'm truthful, because obviously once the frame is around, it might be that really none of that flower's visible, but let's pop that on there anyway. Okay. Right, now, do we want to go with, should we go with a bit of gesso first, I'm thinking? So just going to apply this with my finger just around the edges. Now this is my heavy white gesso, but I mean obviously I'm sort of smooshing it in, so I mean it's not having a heavy appearance or anything on here, but yeah, just as a first sort of stab really. So we just then smoosh that around, and we'll just have a bit up here. Okay, oops. Obviously this bit here is like single layer page, so it's a little bit sort of flimsy, but let's put it across the top as well. Okay, right, let's just get rid of that gesso now. Okay, yep, so that looks quite nice. Now let me just dry this off, I think. So that's the good thing with my new area, I've got my heat tool here. So we'll just try that. Okie dokie. Okay, I'm thinking some splatters on this layout would be kind of cute. So yeah, I think we'll incorporate some splatters somewhere on here. Okay. Right. Now, yeah, I had brought along the pink and I brought along the red. Do you know, I'm now thinking let's be brave and go for the red. I hope I don't regret this, because that is, yeah, super bright, isn't it? Oh dear, let's have a look. Oh, super bright and super watery. I've not obviously used it for a long time, and it's just got that watery kind of residue on the top. So let me give it a good shake. Okay, right, let's try again. Oh, that's so pretty. I hope this is not going to just look like House of Horrors, but okay, right. So just smooshing this a little bit on here. I don't think I want to go around the whole thing. Probably just kind of like, yeah, maybe even just in this corner, to be perfectly honest. You know, maybe that's kind of like sufficient, because it is quite a, you know, quite a bright colour, isn't it? So I don't want to dominate the whole thing by having the red. Just going to go down that edge, you know, where the papers meet, just to cover up that join. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? And then just wipe this up. Okay. Right. Oh, I don't know now, because this is not really the right colour pink, and actually I have to say there's barely any in here. I'm not sure whether it has even got any in there. It might have dried up completely. Oh, I don't think. It's not looking good, is it? Yeah, I don't think there's actually any really in here at all. Yeah, it's you know, just gone dry at the edge of the thing. Oh yeah, there's none in there. Right, so definitely not going to be having that, unfortunately. Well, you know, we can just go with the red, that's fine. Right, let me just dry off these letters, and let's hope that these don't fly all around the desk, because I'll have black dabs everywhere. I mean, to be honest, it's more the underneath, really, because I don't want the underneath then dabbing all over the picture, you know, as I put them down. So, yeah, we'll just try the underneath. Okey-dokey. Right. Let's try that. Okay. Right. Let's move this out of the way. Okay. Let's bring these in. Now, these also were stickers, so I can obviously peel the back off as well because, you know, they're not going to be stickers on here. Right, we've got... Okay. Is this a sticker? Perhaps this wasn't. Maybe this was just for gluing, because that does not want to come off there. Yeah, I might have to do the pink ones after all, because they're not really showing up, although they may show up, you know. Yeah, they may show up. I might be able to just do something around the edge of them, perhaps. Oh no, that one's not a sticker either. I must remember which ones are stickers and which ones aren't. So yeah, this one obviously sticker. So we'll just peel that backing off there. Okay. This one, a sticker. We can just peel that backing off. Oh, come on. Okay. Then we've got the E. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe I could go around them like with some stays on or something. Now I have to say, I will not make a very good job of this because they're not going to be the easiest thing to get to. But I'm okay with that. Yeah, I don't mind if the job is not great. So yeah, just going to go around the edges. You know, because all I'm really wanting to do is make these stand out a bit. So, you know, that's fine. They do not have to be perfect in any way, shape or form, and luckily so, because they are definitely not looking perfect, I must say. Okay. Oops. Oh dear. Yeah. Right. What do we think to that? I don't mind it. What do we think? Doesn't look too bad, does it? Now, I think what I'm going to do is actually just bring the box frame. Just try and get an... Oh, I'm so sorry for bashing the camera. Obviously, trying to get used to my new setup. So, yeah. Right, let's have a look. That's how it would look in the box frame, which I think looks quite pretty. Do we want any more red is the question, or do we actually just think that cluster of red down there is enough? I think probably, you know, we don't want to overdo the red because it is very strong, isn't it, that red colour. Let's cut out a couple of flowers that I've got here in pink. Now, this obviously having the yellow middle, and this is just ridiculous of me, but I'm not sure whether I will be that comfortable with the middle being yellow, because I feel there's nothing else on the layout that's yellow, which, I mean, how ridiculous, because it's a flower centre, for goodness sake. I mean, it's obviously it's going to be yellow, isn't it? Okay. Let's have a look. I have this funny thing that I think, I wonder if I could just do dabs of red. Flower centre. Oh, how cute does that look? What do we think to that? Looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Yeah, I think that does look quite pretty. Do we think that I should paint the R and the E in black? Because are they not really showing up enough? They're not really, are they? And it just looks a bit strange them being, you know, them being a different colour, doesn't it? So, yeah, let's just quickly do them in black as well. Okay. That one. Okey-dokey. Ooh, try not to smudge black onto there while I pick it up. Okay. Right, let me wipe my hands now. Oh, honestly, this, I mean, using black is just, it's always a bit of a sort of, you know, the heading for disaster, I think, because, you know, it's such a strong colour. You're going to so easily dab that everywhere, aren't you? Well, not necessarily you, but me. So, yeah, let me just quickly dry these off. Okay, so that's my black letters now. I think that is better. Now, do we need another pink flower at all? I'm kind of just thinking, oh, I'm not sure whether they're right. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look and see, because I've got my kind of fussy cut pieces here beside me. So let's just see whether we could have anything fussy cut here. That bow's quite pretty on there, isn't it? Yeah, I quite like that. Now here we've got notes. That's quite pretty. I don't think I like the flower on there, to be honest. Yeah, I was thinking it looked nice at first, but yeah, I'm not sure it does, to be honest. Right. Let's just check that these are not going to dab black. Oh, lucky I checked, because look at that. It would have dabbed black all over there. Right. C-R-E-A-T. Again, just smudge that off on my hands. I know, super messy, but okay. Right, what do we think to that? Now, on the other one, I did distress the letters a little bit, so I may do that, I think, because that did look quite nice. Yeah. Right, just again cleaning my hands because that's black. Okay, yeah. Right. Oh, now just having a look to see if I've got anything else that we want to add here. Oh, I have got these little toadstools. That's a bit too small, isn't it? Oh, I've got this. It's probably a bit bright, but yeah, I've got this kind of run of flowers. Wonder if I just tear it down here. That's kind of quite cute there, isn't it? Let's have a look. Well, it's so hard sometimes, isn't it, to just get just the right thing that you're after. Especially, you know, when you don't really know what it is that you're after. Then it's like, oh, what do I want to have on here? I mean, weirdly, this pie, I mean, it's got no place really on here, but something kind of cute about it, isn't there? Let's see if I could have these flowers coming in from this side. Oh, they're quite nice, aren't they? Yeah, I might have something like that, I'm thinking. Looks very pretty, doesn't it? I mean, totally gone away from where I was expecting to go, because I didn't really think that I was going to be incorporating like the blues. I wanted to keep it quite colourless, but yeah, I do actually quite like the blue from those blue flowers. They look pretty. So let's just pop that down. Okay. So that one over there, like that. Okay, and then this one, yeah, I like this up here. Then I'm going to distress these letters a little bit. Might have to pop off and get a file or something, because I don't think I've got any sandpaper or anything since I've moved my rim around. I haven't got anything like that, so okay, let's just place this here like that. Okay, right. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm just getting a nail file. Okay, so I'm back. So this is just like a nail file block. I got these from Amazon absolutely ages ago. I got them actually for my nails, and yeah, kind of, they're a bit too abrasive for your nails, but they're pretty good for crafting. So I mean, I'm not sure I would actually, whoops, you know, rush out and buy them specifically for crafting, but they're okay as I've got them. So yeah, let's just go in here now. Obviously I'm going to have to just bend that out a bit to be able to get to that section there. Okay, right, not too bad, so maybe a bit more. Yeah, I like the distressed look. I think it just adds a little bit of extra interest to the letter, you know, instead of it just being a solid thing. I always just think, you know, when it looks like it's a solid thing, it then has a bit of a sort of mass-produced appearance where, you know, as soon as you start sort of sanding it down or distressing things, they then kind of take on a bit more of a crafted, you know, created sort of appearance, don't they? So yeah, right. Okie dokie. Okay. Get my next E. Sorry about that. My son's just taking some stuff to the dump for me, so he was just asking if I needed anything else going. So, right, let's have a quick look. So, we're going to then pop these like this. So, what have I done with the tea now? That's the problem when you work with black things, isn't it? You then can't see them against the black mat. So, right, let's have a look. Create like that. Yeah, I like the look of that. Now, weirdly, I've got this urge to have this pie in here. I don't know why. It's calling me. Oh, that's just so random, isn't it? I don't know. It's screaming to me that it should be there. So I'm just gonna have it there. I know, just very strange. I don't know why it's wanting to be on there, but for some reason it is. So I'm just going to glue that down. Now I'm just wet gluing this down. Now I did have, oh, sorry, my paint's just knocked over. I did have somebody ask me the other day how or why do I do some things with hot glue and some with wet glue. Now, there's a combination of reasons. I mean, some of it is just kind of not laziness, but you know, I really trust the hot glue. And I'm not saying I don't trust the wet glue, but, you know, there's just sometimes it's like, oh, you know, I'll just put that down because it's quick. But sometimes, like, for instance, these thick letters. So I tried to describe this when I replied to the comment, but I'm not really too sure whether it made sense. So I'm going to try and explain it a bit now. If something is a heavier piece, i.e. these, they're chipboard, I sometimes feel like it needs the extra like weight of the, you know, the hot glue. I know that's a bit of a strange description, but you know, because these are thicker pieces, I feel like they need something a bit stronger to stick them down with, i.e. the hot glue. So I'm just now using the hot glue here. The wet glue would stick them, don't get me wrong, it would stick them. But I feel like I would have to kind of like press them down for a while, weigh them down, you know, maybe have something stood on them. And obviously I don't want to do that, especially if I'm doing a video. So for me, you know, just the reassurance of using the hot glue, I'm knowing then that they are definitely 100% glued down. So that's the only or not the only, but that's the reason why I sometimes make the distinction between the hot glue or the wet glue. Aside from the speed element, you know, particularly when doing a video, it is sometimes, you know, to save me having to keep pressing something down or having something stood on it to weigh it down. So there we go. Oh, how cute does that little layout look? Looks very sweet, doesn't it? Right, now I quickly dug out as well, whilst my son was in here asking if I wanted anything else to go to the dump. Just dug out a couple of butterflies so we could maybe have a little butterfly on there. And I also dug out my labels, which I know weird because I don't really have any place here. But the reason I dug them out is because I thought, well, now we've got the addition of the blue flowers, maybe a little blue label somewhere would just kind of break this up. So, I mean, doesn't that look gorgeous over there? So we just pop that one down onto there. Like that. And I'm so sorry that you can hear my glue gun kind of like skidding back every time I put it on the desk. It kind of like skids back. So sorry about that. I know it's probably a bit annoying listening to it, but right, let's just see if I've got any other blue labels that I want to incorporate. You know, we're now going blue crazy, aren't we? But oh, that looks nice though up there, doesn't it? So yeah, just going to pop this down. Obviously, this is not a heavyweight item and could definitely just be wet glued down. So this now is an example of where I'm just doing it because I'm being lazy. You know, I know it's glued in then, and you know, it's a sort of, yeah, just a no-brainer kind of thing to just, right, it's on, it's stuck, you know, I don't have to worry about it or think about it again. Right, so that's looking pretty cute, isn't it? And let's just now have a look. So they're my labels from the Basics kit. This, I think, is a butterfly from the Basics kit. I'm just trying to remember, but yeah, I'm just thinking again whether we want to have a blue butterfly there for the sort of balance of the blue. So yeah, I've gone full circle now from wanting to keep this just very red and pink and neutral to now I've got blue everywhere. Right, okay, loving how that looks so far. So now I think what we want to do is just like some little finishing touches really. So I'm just going to put these butterflies all out the way so they're not laying around on the desk. And we can then do some finishing touches on here. Now I'm going to bring back in the box frame to lay over the top to just see how this is looking, because do we want to have like any more of the red, or are we happy with just the red over in that corner? I think maybe just have a little bit of red somewhere else. So yeah, maybe just a little bit here like that. Okay. Okay, right. Yeah, that sort of just brought a bit of balance to that. So just quickly wipe that red up before I dip my finger in it, or not dip my finger, but you know, smudge the picture in it. So yeah, let's get that off the table. Get this off the table. Right. And then I think, do we want to ink this? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know whether to ink it or not. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? I mean, I do love the inking always, and oh, let's just go for it, shall we? Otherwise, I'm just going to be here all day thinking, oh, shall I or shan't I ink it? So, I mean, it's not really worth so much thought, is it? So, let's just go in like that. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, I love how that looks. It's so pretty. Right, now the finishing touch for me on the other one was on the frame. I distressed quite a bit around the frame. So this is going to go like that that's what holds it, you know, back from the frame. But what I actually did on the frame itself, so as it didn't have that mass-produced kind of look to it, I just took my scissors and went around the frame edge and just scraped off big chunks of the frame. Okay, now again, you know, I'm not saying that everybody likes this look, but for me, this then changes it from looking like a sort of, you know, frame from IKEA, which of course it is, to a, you know, more individual piece of art maybe. So let's just do that. And again, sorry if you can, you know, barely see or see my face where I'm kind of holding it close. I'm obviously just trying to hold this but keep it, you know, keep filming at the same time, which is a bit tricky. But right, just go in a bit more. Okay, like that. Okay, along that edge. And here. Okay, right. Oops. Okie dokie, right. Like that. I don't know whether I need a bit more of the inside bits, like that. And then all I did then was went around the corners. Now, obviously I would normally use sandpaper, but because I haven't got any sandpaper to hand, I'm just going to use that nail file. So if I just get rid of all these little shavings, like that. It's quite fun to do actually as well, that, you know, that method. So, right, let's get these all off the desk. Right. And then all I want to do around the corners is just take my, you know, nail file and then just go in on those corners as well, which just sort of softens the corners a little bit. So that one, I mean, you probably could do them with the scissors as well, just like we did with the edges. I think it would be a bit tricky, you know, so I'm just going with this because it's like easier to do basically. So, but yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't work. I just think it's probably easier like this. So, okay. Right, just get rid of these bits. Okay, just dust this off. Okay, right, let's pull in now the chipboardy back thing and put it all together. So, you know, and you could obviously spray this with like some acrylic varnish or something, you know, which I might do at a later date. I won't obviously do that now on camera, but yeah, I could do that. Okay, oops. Let's put this in here, like that. And then the top. Okay, you just have to be careful because you want to get all your little prongs, you know, so that you can press it in. So yeah, they're a little bit hard to get in sometimes. That's it, like that. And then put in our piece in here. So perhaps we'll do it in like kind of layers. So this bit here, oops, and then oops, what's happened now to my, there it is. So, oh, what's happened to my you know, thing that you use to hang it on the wall? There it is. Right, so push that down like that. Close it up around. Yay, looking good. Right, looking good. Let's turn it over. Well, I say it's looking good. It might not be looking good. Oh, hopefully it is looking good. Oh, how pretty and cute does that look? Now, on the other one, I had like a little piece just in the corner. So I'm just going to see if I've got anything here laying around. I did have one of these little butterfly pieces on the other one, but no, I don't think that looks very good on there. But I have got just some wax seals. So I'll just see if I need to have a wax seal anywhere. Oh, that's quite cute, isn't it? Yeah. I've got these ones with the wax cabochons. Oh no. Right, let me just have a quick look and see. Do I think this looks better with the wax seal or without? I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm just not sure. Oh, again, this is where I just wish that I was live and I could actually hear you. So I'm just going to kind of look down on top of it. I'm actually stood now on my stool. If you could see me, you'd be laughing. Yeah. Do I want that? Oh, it is kind of cute, isn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to have the wax seal on that side. So still standing on my stool, but just gluing the wax seal on there like that. Okay, so that's it. So there's a lovely piece of artwork to have up on my wall in my new craft room. So I've got one more of these frames left because my son had 3, like I say. So yeah, we'll come back and we will make another one. Again, hopefully something different, but yeah, I hope that you like it. I really love it myself. So yeah, hope you like it and have fun if you make anything similar. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.